We'll begin today in Florida with a running back who is making history at one of the state's best programs. That's this week's 5-Star Feature. Here on the walls of the film room for the Lakeland High School football team, you'll see photos of all the college players the program has produced. Many of them are guys DeMarcus Bowman grew up watching.
Chris Rainey, A.J. Davis, James Robinson, Pouncey. Only thing I knew is like Lakeland High School, and then when I got older, I found out about George Jenkins and all the other high schools, but I always wanted to come to Lakeland. I always wanted to be a Dreadnought.
When you come to Lakeland, you play running back, there's a lot of names, and his biggest thing was, I don't want to be compared to those guys. I want to be the guy that people compare the others to. You know, you look at the running backs Lakeland has had, you know, he's kind of like the perfect piece of all those guys. You know, he's got the speed of Chris Rainey. You know, he's got a little bit of the wiggle, the toughness of Stuart Butler, the kind of savviness of A.J. Davis. So he's kind of like the perfect creation of all those backs that he grew up watching. It's funny, Chris Rainey told him, you don't get in the conversation until you win a ring. And he won a ring now, so he's in that conversation.
Last season, while leading Lakeland to its first state title in 12 years, Bowman established himself as one of the best running backs in the country. But he won't take all the credit.
We had great defense. We had a lot of D1, all our D linemen were D1, and they were just dogs down in the trenches. And you know, at a high school level, if you good down in the trenches, it's hard to beat you. I mean, when you got a good team around you, tend to play better. And you know, when everybody's like, you know, giving their 100%, you know, you give yours too, even a little extra. You know what I'm saying?
In 2018, the 5'10", 190-pounder blew past defenders for more than 2,500 yards and a school record 36 touchdowns, but he wanted even more.
He'll complain he didn't get enough carries, but you know, when you run 80 yards on one carry, you know, sorry. You know, yards, you know, he'll complain that he would have had more yards if he got more carries. You know, unfortunately, when it's running clock by halftime, you know, you usually get to take the pads off and enjoy the second half.
You can control the game really, and then I like to hit. I can take hits, and I just like to run. I refuse to be beat by the man across from the ball. Basically, my attitude and my aggressiveness. I don't like to lose. Nobody really likes to lose, and I think that's what it is about me.
The power that Bowman displays on Friday nights is a result of a lot of time in the weight room.
He gets mad if he doesn't get to work out like 3 times a day. We'll go on a recruiting trip for a day or two. He'll be wine and dine and have a steak, and all he can talk about is I didn't get to work out.
I mean, I take it serious. You can see I don't like to play around. I know what it takes. I really just do what it takes. You know, you got to. That's what, you know. And for what I want in life, I really got to do a lot because I want a lot in life, and I feel like I deserve it. As I keep working, I'm pretty sure I can accomplish my dreams that I've been dreaming for. And I talk with my parents about just pray I stay healthy, keep God first, and hope everything goes as planned.
He's tenacious in everything he does. Sophomore year, he was 165, and he said, "Coach, I'm gonna be 190 next year." You know, you're kind of laughing. That's 25 pounds. Sure enough, the first day of spring football, he was 191.
Like so many Lakeland Dreadnoughts before him, DeMarcus will be playing Division I football next season. And he didn't just choose any D1 team. He's committed to play for defending national champion Clemson. As a 5-star prospect with a relentless desire to improve, there's no telling how far he could go.
Well, the name of the game is speed. You can't teach height, and you can't teach speed. And he's got speed. He put on 25 pounds and actually got faster. You know, that's a separator. And, you know, and the way he takes care of his body, you know, he's just a ball of muscle. So, you know, it's just one of those things where if he stays the course, good things could happen for him.
Dreams to go to the NFL, man. You know, first check, buy my mama house and a car. And, you know, just take care of her and my dad, because they do anything, they came for me, you know, and they take care of me. And I appreciate what they do. They do a lot for me, and I see that. So when I get the chance, I want to do a lot for them.
As he puts some finishing touches on the Lakeland record books this season, DeMarcus still looks up at the walls in the film room for inspiration. And he does so with the knowledge that he'll be up there soon enough.
It is important because, I mean, get a legacy here, it's going to be hard because, you know, there's so many great players that come through here. I don't know, I just want to leave here with at least a legacy like Chris Rainey, you know, break a couple records and at least have my newspaper boards up here and stuff like that.
No matter what happens this season, DeMarcus Bowman has secured his place in Lakeland football history. And he's still just getting started.